God's going to use you to make a difference. Oh, get into your prayer closet, get into your war room and pray until the power of God hits you. And then you go out and cause there to be an earthquake of the presence of the Lord. Earthquakes are going to hit cities by the power of God. I'm not talking about a devastating earthquake that harms people in the natural. I'm talking about a spiritual earthquake of the power of God is going to come into cities and is going to devastate Satan's kingdom. It's going to pull down strongholds, going to pull down idols, going to pull down the establishment. It's going to go in there. It's going to kill dead religion, and people are going to fall in love with Jesus once again. And it may never occur in a church wall. It may occur out there in the middle of a park somewhere. It could be in the middle of the mall. It could be in Wendy's. It could be at Applebee's. But the power of God, I say, is coming. It's going to come in Applebee's. There's going to be signs and wonders that's going to happen at Applebee's. I'm telling you, revival is going to break out at Applebee's all over the country. People are going to rise up and be bold, and God's going to move in Applebee's. God's going to move in McDonald's. God's going to move at TGI Fridays. God's going to move in California. God's going to move in Wisconsin. God's going to move in British Columbia. God's going to move in Ontario, Montreal. You're getting ready to see revival. Oh, how God's going to move in Toronto, Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, and Albany. God's going to move by His Spirit. I'm saying He's going to go across the big pond into Europe. Oh, I'm praying for the Isle of Wight and my brother Christopher Cass. Revival hitting his church. I believe in London it's going to come. A mighty move of the Spirit jumping over to France. Oh, how God's going to move in northern France in the name of Jesus. Hey, in Holland, God's going to move. God's going to move in Moscow. Yes, that's right. There's going to be churches in Moscow that's going to get a revival. The power of God's going to come. Visitation of the Spirit's going to come. Hey, a habitation of the glory. Those that have been contending in Moscow, God says, I'm going to come and I'm going to visit you. Hey, and God's going to come into Germany and Belgium, and God's going to save even the Muslim people. They're going to have visitations of the glory. God's going to send people into the Muslim world, and there's going to be powerful signs and wonders, and revelations going to come, and there's going to be powerful Muslim leaders that are going to be saved by the glory of God, and they're going to carry the very presence of the Lord, and they're going to go back into the Christian church, and they're going to have testimonies of how God arrested them. And some of the Muslims that people have marked off, they're going to be used by the power of God in these last days. Hey, how God's going to move on the Hindus. I say God's moving in India. Oh, God's going to move in Sri Lanka. God is moving in Asia. Oh, how the power of God is coming in Asia. Oh, Thailand is going to have the presence of the Lord like never before. Oh, in the name of Jesus. Oh, I feel such a river flowing this morning. Yeah, I can't imagine how God would choose to move in a little cell phone in somebody's living room. But I'm telling you that the power of God is getting ready, and He's going to use the common folks. He's going to use you. You know, people are waiting for the next Catherine Coleman. They're waiting for the next Benny Hinn. They're waiting for the next powerful big shot man of God, but God is using common folks today. He is using you. Some of you, you've had dreams and visitations of being used mightily by the power of God, but you're afraid. Shake off fear. Fear knocked on the door. Faith opened it, and nothing was there. Fear looks, and faith jumps. Grab a hold of faith. Get on your face before the Lord. Get the glory of the Lord, the beauty of the Lord, the fragrance of God upon your life. And go, because God is going to move through you.